Oh, so you asked me just because I'm Scottish. You
Yeah,
assume I've got experience of claiming benefits.
Have you?
Well, you're absolutely right. I think the thing is, like, where I grew up, people see the benefit system almost as a career. There's ways of gaming it. It's so complex that, you know, for a regular person who actually needs it, it can be very difficult to get the help you need. But if you put the effort into learning it, and you know you're taught by your friends and your family, you can make a good living from the benefit system. You know, you can get diagnosed with various things, you know, ADHD, you know, other sort of made-up nonsensical things. And, you know, you can drag your baby around various doctors till it gets diagnosed with autism, and then ka-ching, you're making loads of money. And all your housing, your transport and everything is paid for. And it makes it very difficult for those people to then get out of the system and get on to work. So it's good that the government is at least trying to move people away from benefits and into sort of productive parts of the economy.
It's interesting, though, because when I spoke to my guests, they all said that it was a bad idea. I mean, Lizzie, what's your take on this?
No, benefits shouldn't be a lifestyle. And I think, sadly, people get reliant on it and then become lazy. And I'm really sorry to say this. I mean, my mother made me work so hard. She even pretended once that I was advertising an orange, and I turned up, had to put this huge orange outfit on all day, walking down the high street in it. But I earned money. I earned money. Don't be work shy. And look at what's going on with the economy at the minute. And this is why I like this budget, mini budget, more of a mega budget, because it's changing the culture. It's encouraging people to work. You're going to have more money in your pocket, which is a great thing, and the economy needs it. We need to grow.
Well, you have more money in your pocket if you earn £150,000. But actually, that's not quite right, actually, because if you work out all the other benefits and the other bits of tax and stuff, it doesn't actually work out.
Basic rate's been cut from 20 to 19%. The national insurance has been cut. So no matter...
I'm not complaining.
No matter how much you're earning.
If you're vulnerable and you need the universal credit, you will be looked after by the government. But those that are lazy, that don't turn up for the jobs, say if there is a job interview and they don't show up, yes, I do think your benefits should be cut. If you're given a job and you're thinking, oh, I'm actually worthy more of that, it's maybe painting a church, and you still don't do it, then yeah, you should be cut, because you are, physically well to do that job. You need to earn money. So yes, cut the benefits.
Well, the premise of the benefit is it's not supposed to be a lifestyle. It's supposed to be something that tides you over if you end up in a difficult situation. That's how it should work. But I can remember when I tried to claim benefits, because, I'd been earning quite a bit, and then I went to claim benefits. They wouldn't even believe me. So then it took me 6 months. I had to show this, show that, prove this, prove that. By that time, I'd paid a lot of money into the tax system. But when it came to me needing it, at that point, it was like, nah, it can't be true, this, that, that. And in the end, when there used to be that advert that would say, we'll find you and we'll get you, and that one. Do you remember that? You probably don't. But it was basically saying that they will come and get you. So in the end, I said, no, I'm coming to see you. And I went to the tax office in Euston, which is in London, and I had a meeting. I pushed the appointment, because otherwise I was going to lose everything. And eventually they then realised that they owed me quite a bit, because I was a single mum. I was entitled to all the benefits that I'd asked for, and they eventually paid me the lump sum. And I had to go and force their hand, yet I had contributed a lot lot of money to the tax system myself.
Exactly. But if you're shirking your job, search commitments and you're not turning up for those interviews and you keep making excuses, I'm sorry, the benefits go.
Yeah, and I love it when the Guardian says, only 0.4% of benefit claimants are fraudulent. If only 0.4% of benefit claimants are fraudulent, I must have known every single one of them. Like, it's pretty widespread.
Yeah, I think there's almost a... I don't know whether it's people don't want to admit that the system can be so easily manipulated. It sort of reminds me of the whole migrant crisis, where people say, no, everyone's legitimate, no. And it's like, can we just break this down and be honest with ourselves? I know that there are people who definitely need benefits. I'm not saying that shouldn't be the case. Absolutely, those people should get the benefit. And if they are looking for work and doing everything that is required, there should be a criteria with which you get the benefits. It can't just be, you get it anyway. And I would apply that same to people who are coming across the channel and stuff like that. There has to be a reality check. We have to be honest with ourselves. And there are a lot of people taking advantage, although I'm not saying...
month after month after month, and they still haven't even gone for a job interview, surely. I mean, no more hands out. It should be, hands up. Let's try and get a job.
I like that. No more hands out. Hands up. Hands up.
And it's good for you working. It's good to have a focus.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's good for... That's why we've got so much depression. Like 50% of women are on antidepressants, which means one of yous are.
Well, it's 50% of men are there.
Well, I don't want to ask what you're on.
But yeah, people will be happier if they're working.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what job
mentally and socially.
Depends if you're doing a job that you like doing, because there's a lot of people, if they're carers and things like that. I do agree that there needs to be a more sort of individual approach with this as well, because I think a one-size-fits-all doesn't quite work out. So there needs to be...
very much so. And my father used to always say to me, if you do something you love, it doesn't ever feel like work.
work a day in your life.